everyone, my name is Dima. I come from Belarus. I was born there 35 years ago. I'm 35 now. Currently I live in Poland, in Warsaw, and in this video I was thinking about making this video for a very long time. It's about dating application, and I have so far quite a lot of free time, and I decided let's give it a try. In a nutshell, I wanna show you on real examples of conversations and other proofs, like some photos which I accumulated, which I gathered during 10 years of using of dating application. So I first installed Tinder around 2016. Yeah, and since then I had this app installed on my phone always. It was just there. I wasn't really being distracted a lot or paying a lot of attention to that application. No, it was just installed. It was there on my phone all these 10 years, and trust me, I have some interesting things to show you what I noticed. It's not only about Tinder, it's also about such application as Badoo, Mamba, like the most popular. Yeah. So as I said, I'm based right. I live permanently in Warsaw, in Poland. But every year I travel to Belarus, to my hometown Vitebsk, and because I do that, I have been doing that, meaning I've been crossing Polish-Belarusian border for the last 18 years or so. And so during these 10 years of using a dating application, I noticed something interesting regarding how this application work when I'm in European Union. In a nutshell, I noticed a certain regularity, like a consistent pattern, that everything, it seems to me, based on what I saw and what I was experiencing, once everything that lies on the map, geographically, everything that lies west to the border, the border which you know what I mean, this border, geographical and political border, which divides European Union from those countries which lie just next to this border, just east to this border. So once I cross this border, once I cross Polish-Belarusian border, and I start using, let's say, Tinder when it was still operating, I noticed that right away I start getting much more matches, much more conversations, and in general one can get a feeling that a lot of going on. It seems like I'm sure I will show you in a few minutes. You will see yourself what I mean. You would also notice, and you would also think that, well, this is weird. How is it possible that you have your profile on Tinder, right? Let's say you have your profile up to date, all of your photos are accurate, and they have been consulted, let's say, with some experts. A lot of information was read on the topic of how to make your profile noticeable and appealing to people. I did all of this. I read a lot of information. My profile is almost perfect. Not perfect, but it's almost perfect, because I spent a lot of time making it the best. When I am in the European Union, be it Poland or Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia, everything that lies west to this border between European Union and, let's say, Eastern world, like Belarus, Russia, Moldova also, Like, I mean, it seems like I start immediately getting way less to almost no matches whatsoever. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, it's not like I never get any matches on Tinder while I'm in the European Union. I do get them. It just this trend is so obvious. I mean, this difference is so huge. It is hardly not to notice that. So, but once I cross the border and I am in Belarus or Russia or Moldova or Ukraine, it doesn't matter. I mean, I start immediately getting way more matches and conversations and girls writing to me first, like, I mean, contacting me. First, let me start with a short video which one of my colleagues from work sent me one day, like, I mean, maybe half a year ago. Let's first watch this video. Okay, so let's continue. So, and you see this short video, like, I mean, once I saw it, like, once I watched it, it gave me this motivation to finally record the video about Tinder. So, because, you know, and the guy who sent me this video, he found his girlfriend on Tinder, and he used to tell me a lot that most of his friends found their partners on Tinder. And as I said earlier, like, I mean, from my 10 years experience, I mean, it's really weird that I was getting so little matches on Tinder or Badoo whatsoever. The least I was getting on Tinder. A lot of people say this about Tinder and dating applications, that for the majority of modern people, at least in European society, like in our culture, like European culture or something, it seems like Tinder is very, very useful and one of the main, like, tools to find a partner. But from my experience, like, I mean, it's like it seems like it is a total confusion, like, in my head. Next, I'm gonna show you how my Tinder profile looks like here in Warsaw, and how it functions for me for the most of time. Okay, so I'm showing you in real life time how my Tinder works for me. So let's get started. So this is my profile. So let's have a look. I just updated it yesterday, but before all this time, I used to have similar kind of pictures. So this is my main profile picture, one of the best I have. So it's me smiling, like, somewhere outside. Yes. Yeah, I mean, once again, my main profile, it's just me in mountains, just a selfie. It's me in Turkey, and me somewhere hanging out with some people. So as you can see, just you see how many matches I have, like on my waiting list, so to say. I have 1 2 3 4 4, and just one, currently just one. Okay, let's not, just one chat with just one girl. Okay, so let's start swiping to the right, because it's gonna be, it will be, trust me, it will be a bit boring, like I mean, because I will be doing that, I will be swiping right real time for you to, so you can see how it works. For me it has been working like that for the past 10 years or so. Like I mean, I literally can be doing that every day, let's say for 10 minutes in a row, like swiping right for 10 minutes in a row, constantly, like swiping right for 10 minutes. Can you imagine? Like I mean, I'm not even sure, my finger, most likely like 10 minutes it's a lot, my finger will get tired before 10 minutes expires, I would say. So yeah, but let's try being fit, and let's try doing that as long as possible. So trust me, I'm not making this up. Like I mean, I'm not trying. Yeah, I mean, I would like to, you know, to get more views by recording something about Tinder, because I know YouTube will kind of promote this video and many people will see it, because it's about, you know, relationship and Tinder and stuff. But I mean, I don't see any reason to hide anything, to lie, to pretend to make myself look like I'm a oh gosh, my English sucks. Жертва in Russian, жертва. Kind of forgot for now. So yeah, I don't wanna people, you know, feel sorry for me or something like that. Like I mean, trust me, nowadays with applications, there are many other opportunities, possibilities to get in touch with people, also with women, via internet. So dating application, is not the only place, you know, to find people, to socialize with. Yeah, it's good to have some kind of story or some comments while doing that, because you can compare it. Like I mean, I'm sure that when an average female user is doing the same, is swiping right to every guy, I mean, almost every female user would get at least a couple of matches. I mean, if not like 5, 10, I don't know. Like I mean, but for me it works like that. It has been working like that for the past 10 years. You see, I still haven't got a single match on my profile. I mean, it's kind of weird. Yeah, but speaking about that girl, which I mentioned previously, the one with half-naked photos, I mean, once I did the screenshot of your profile pictures, it was kind of interesting to know. I didn't know that Tinder application has this functionality apparently, so it can be useful for other people who use Tinder, that every time, apparently, I'm not sure, but every time you make a screenshot on your phone of somebody's profile pictures, and if you do that, let's say, because in the past, whenever I used to take just one or few screenshots of some woman on Tinder, it was not bad. Like, I mean, I didn't get any notification, but with that girl, I did exactly. I took screenshot of every of her pictures on Tinder, and I got a notification from Tinder that my profile is kind of on a shortened list, on a shortcutting list, or on a blacklist. So my profile has become classified as a profile for a blacklist, something like that. And if I wanna resume like using my profile, I need to make some selfie video, something like that. It was really weird, but I kind of understood the logic, because it was obvious that once I was done with taking all the screenshots of that girl, like it was like 7-8 pictures, right after I was done with my last screenshot, I immediately got this notification from Tinder saying, hey, your profile is being currently blocked, something like that. So be careful, people outside. Yeah. So it's been already 7 minutes. You see, I'm still not getting any matches. And this is how it works for me. Yeah, so of course it's kinda, it doesn't bother me, because as I said, at the beginning it was bothering me at the beginning. Like, let's say 10 years ago, like 2017, around that time, I also was not getting, like, I could get 0 matches during the whole day by swiping it like in total for, I don't know, 15 minutes or even 20 minutes. Can you imagine just how many people you can swipe to the right during 20 minutes of constantly swiping it? It's a lot of people, I don't know, 50, 100 people, and not getting a single match in Warsaw, in a 2 million people city. It's kind of weird, don't you think so? Like, I mean, I don't know. You might want to comment that I don't have any description. Yes, I mean, currently I don't have any description. But I used to have it. Like, I mean, it didn't change anything whatsoever. Like, I mean, whether I had a short description, whether I had a perfect description, a description which I consulted with some people on the internet who are kind of expert on dating application, it didn't help whatsoever. So I decided I would rather have no description, because it doesn't influence at all my results on Tinder. It's just working like that. Like, you see, 8 minutes, almost 10 minutes, swiping to the right, and no. And I can assure you, by the end of the day, most likely I will get 0 matches for today. Like, I mean, so I don't know how people meet nowadays online, and that it's a main tool for meeting new people nowadays for people, and many people confirm that. I'm showing you right now how it works for me online. Luckily, there are other resources, online resources, which help me getting connected with new people, luckily. But trust me, it should not be like this. There is obviously something wrong. So I guess let's stop for a while, because I want to also show you how it works for me with a similar dating application, but when I'm in Belarus. Okay, it will be also interesting for you to see as a contrast to what you just saw on Tinder for me with my profile. Okay, so let's stop record, because you see, I will not get, maybe it's not enough for you to be convinced, to convince you that it's not working, or it is working not the way it's supposed to be working. You see, no matches. How is that possible? Again, my profile, I mean, I don't know. I'm just normal guy. Like, I mean, I might be a bit creepy, maybe a little bit introverted, but come on, look at this picture. Am I really that introverted and creepy? I guess no. Looking at this picture, obviously I'm not that creepy and introverted. I'm able to smile, to go out, have some drinks, talks with some people in a bar or something, like in this picture. So, hello again. Let's get to it. Showing you how it looks like when I'm in Belarus. I had already recorded my screen on my laptop, so I will be just mostly looking at my own recording, and I will be just most likely nodding or maybe commenting just a little bit, but mostly I will be keeping silent. I will keep silence. I will be silent. Never mind. So yeah, there is nothing really to add because you will be seeing it yourself. I mean, I just decided it's good to have some commentary, some commentator above the video. So let's get to it. Where is the video? Wait a minute. Okay, let's get to it. This is my main profile on a dating application, which I use mostly when I'm in Belarus, in my hometown, or in Minsk. So yeah, description: I'm a musician. Wait, let me show you again. I hope you can hear me well. I really do, because I'm just recording a screen on my laptop notebook, not from my phone. Okay, this is a description. It says, I'm Dima, 35 years old, I'm a musician. I've been to 15 countries, saw a lot of stuff, and please approach me first. Yes, I know it's weird, and many would say, what the fuck, like, I mean, why would I write something like in the description, like, please contact me first, something like that. I do that if I'm, at least when I'm in like Russian speaking country. In most cases I try adding this sentence like please contact me first in Russian. I do that. It's hard to explain. I mean, it's my personal kind of thing, and trust me, in most cases it works. Girls do contact me first. You will see it in a minute. So it's not some guy gave me a hint, to include such a short sentence, asking politely, whom is that woman normally it's for having nice. Let's go a little bit forward. Yeah, so the first conversation, just the one I got during my first week of being in Belarus. Like last time I was in Belarus this January this year. If you chat with women on this application, this is matches. At the bottom I'm showing you like the list of matches, around 15-20 people with whom I matched when I was last time in Belarus. It was like in January this year. So some woman from Minsk approached me. Can you see? This is what she wrote me. She was the first one who contacted me, and she went like, hello, handsome, what are you playing on? Like, I mean, please don't tell me that you give concerts by playing on our nerves. Yeah, something like that. I mean, I checked that girl, like it's a woman around 40, and she's totally not my type. But still, I mean, you see, it's a first example, and I just got it during like 2 weeks. Just in 2 weeks, during two weeks of being in Belarus, I already got this one. Okay, the next one. Let's make it faster. And trust me, it's nothing special like what I'm showing you. It just, so you know, I mean, it's sad that Tinder is not working anymore, like in Belarus. Tinder is not operating. Yeah, so
It's also a bit more popular in Belarus and Russia. So
It's second
some
example.
girl, 28 years old, Irina,
some Irina
from my hometown,
from my
Vitebsk.
hometown.
You see? Yeah. Maybe it's not a good idea, to include, but to reveal, to show some people, some foreign people's faces, and but I don't high profile from Tinder. Now have a look.
So it's not a fake profile. For example, this one. Just I hope you are convinced it's not a fake profile. It's just an average-looking girl, young girl around 25 years old, and she contacted me first, and she started the conversation herself, just with a pure intention to get to know me, like to get into some kind of contact with a man. Like, I mean, compare it to 0 matches whatsoever in Warsaw, in such a big city, and seeing this in Belarus. I mean, maybe it's nothing special. Probably, most likely, it's nothing special. But trust me, I mean, it's weird. I mean, I spent so much time absorbing culture of Poland, of Polish people, just to realize that I'm not able to. It's so fucking difficult to get someone, to get to know someone, being in this country where you spend so many efforts. So now I gotta go back to Belarus. Like, logical conclusion would be like this, like, so what the fuck you are, man, like, what the fuck you are trying to, people feel sorry for you or something? Why are you complaining? Just go back to Belarus, since you get more luck with people in Belarus, with women. Yeah, I mean, but come on, I mean, it's ridiculous. I gotta go back and completely abandon my life, my social life, all my connections and knowledge in Poland, just because I can't, just because application don't work for me. It's ridiculous. No one would do that just because of that. Or if I would do that, certainly it wouldn't be Belarus. Like, I would rather go and move to some other country for that reason, but definitely not Belarus. Although I don't exclude it. I don't say no definitely to this idea of going back to Belarus.
Yes, you see, this girl also, she approached me first, she contacted me first. You see? She goes like, good afternoon, I'm Ira.
And it's not a fake, I repeat myself.
And then she goes, sorry for not replying for a long time, I was busy, my sister was blah blah blah, a lot of stuff. Then I go like, okay, got it, but you see, I'm not a local, but we can meet, like we can get to know each other.
Yeah, this one, it's like, I will try make it faster. This girl really looks very nice, like by appearance. It's a girl from my hometown. She contacted me first, and she was like, the correspondence with her was the most sophisticated, like, and she was really behaving like she was writing to me in a way. I mean, it's good that you will show it yourself. You will see it yourself. Just look how much she wrote in general. Like, I mean, the way she approached me first, like with that. You see how much she wrote to me first, like this girl. And it's not a fake profile. Trust me, I checked that.
A lot of smiling signs.
Yeah, you
like
see.
emoji or something. Please tell me something more about yourselves. Then I will.
Okay, I will say translation
well
nearby in English, so we don't
No,
waste
such things
time.
never, almost never. And then I
Okay.
reply like, I go like, I live in Poland. Walk at least for a couple of me her Instagram profile.
Oh, you see, she's been really proactive in this correspondence. This girl is being proactive. She asked quite a lot of questions. you know, she's literally, she's normally, she's just flirting with me. This is the way I expect a woman interact with me, by asking questions, being open, asking normal questions, like showing that you're engaged, you're really interested in getting to know another person. And this is like on the screen right now. You're seeing how people should you know, act on such applications. Like, I mean, she's being interested in getting to know me, and it's nothing special. Like, people should behave this way because it's the purpose of these applications, for God's sakes. She is providing me her contacts. How can I contact her in other ways? Like, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's not a, yes, okay, it's not good to be revealing. Then I go like, I suggest a place where to go. She went on the,
Yeah, basically,
she goes like, you're in Poland, how can we meet since you are,
yeah, like this. I keep this for a while. Translation is above, is right to the right. Yeah. And she gave me several contacts, how to contact her on Telegram. Yes, I should like probably blur this her contacts idea. Yeah, and basically that I think it's enough for you. Yeah. So concluding, this is what is happening in general to me. Okay, so let me stop. Let me stop this. Let me stop this. Yeah, so this is what has been happening to me. It still happens. It still happens to me when I'm in Belarus. Please, guys, tell me what you think about it.